Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guys YouTube channel. If you like my content, leave a comment down below. Ask me questions, let me know what you liked about it. And hey, click on the little like button. But please, if you want, go ahead and subscribe, because it helps my channel out. That way you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you want, click on the bell icon to get notified. Right? Right? Huh? 1 out of 2. Not bad. Here we are at this video that I feel like no one wants to ever make, and we don't ever want to talk about, but it's something important that we discuss and we talk about. And per the title, is your bearded dragon just getting old? What does that mean? What are signs to look for? Is there anything we can do? And you know, guys, first of all, we have to be realistic. We all get old. Humans get old. Animals get old. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Mongo. And sometimes it's weird because for our pets, you know, we're going to have a heart-to-heart here, guys. For our pets, we can't really explain to them that they're getting old, okay? But there's things that we can look for, that we can use to identify. And by the way, getting old, look at his face. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Poor little dude. No, that's not an injury, so don't worry. But there are things that we should discuss and talk about. So, and when I go into these things of signs that your bearded dragon is getting old, a lot of them can be signs for just a healthy bearded dragon, but are also signs of an old one. So like I got Archimedes right here next to Mongo in her own enclosure, and she's up at the front. She's standing up on her back legs. She wants to know what I'm doing here. Mongo barely turned his head. Now granted, that's what he normally does anyways. And he was basking, and we'll take him off so we can really see him. Hey, buddy. Alright, come on up here. You were getting a little hot, so maybe you move down. And by no means is Mongo on death. Look at his side eye. He took a big crap there just now. No means is Mongo on his deathbed, but he's on the side of getting old. And I'll explain how I know that. So number one, Mongo used to be my biggest eater, okay? He was ferocious. And he would eat ungodly amounts. Remember, I'd call him Fatso. And that's what we'd go by. And he was just huge, 600 plus grams. He was proud. He stood tall. He stood upright. And that behavior is gone. He eats, trust me, he does eat, but he'll eat 4 or 5 dubia roaches and then he's done. He could have polished back 15 back in the day. He'll eat 3 or 4 pieces of greens and he's done. He used to eat just massive food bowls of greens. So what happens with his decreased eating? Well, he already has decreased energy. Now, he still sheds. He's getting ready to go into a shed now. But he's got decreased eating, which means he's losing weight. He's down to about 350 grams. Now, this course has been going on over the course of a year and a half. And I don't know Mongo's exact age. But, you know, I've had Mongo since 2018 in my possession. So, 7+ years. He was given to me confirmed to be 5 because the person who had him before me had him for 5 years. So that already puts him at 12 to 13. Now, she said the person she got Mongo from said Mongo was 3 or 4 years old. Let's go conservative and let's say 3 plus 7, 10, plus, you know, my time. So this guy, you know, 5, 12, 15, 16 years old, around there. He's an old man. He's been around a while. So, just like with old people, they eat, they start to lose weight. And when this started to happen, did a few things. We did blood work. His blood work is fine. His bones are healthy. His fecals are clear. He's just old. And with that, he's losing weight. You could, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, okay, I was going to have you come up, but man, he's significantly lighter to hold on to. But if you look at his head, his fat pads, and they're not very sunken in now, they're starting to sink in. Now, there's some things you can do to assist during these times with him, but so we'll talk about that. So for male bearded dragon, he's losing weight. His fat pads are starting to get sunken in. His back legs, they're becoming more just, emptiness, not as much muscle. His nails almost don't grow at all, which is unfortunate. And for males, you can look at this, but his femoral pores production, come here, buddy. I'm going to flip you, not flip you over, but I'm going to flip you in my hand. His femoral pore production is, there we go, hold on, is down to almost nothing because he's not trying to be dominant anymore. He knows he couldn't hold his own in a fight and things like that. So because of that, he's just slowed down. So what do? 1, we need to keep his calorie count up. Okay, so he gets bugs 3 times a week instead of the current 1. That's good. He still gets his baths, but he gets bugs. 2, we're supplementing his food because we want to make sure he stays hydrated and gets high-calorie food. So he gets the REPTILE mixed in with his food, mixed in with syringe, 3 milliliters twice a week. And that's a high liquid calorie, so that's keeping him hydrated and keeping him in high calories. It's all you can do for that weight loss and try to give him energy. Now, what's about his mouth? You see that redness? That's actually a betadine right there. So sometimes when they get older, it's harder for them to fight infections. And, when they eat, when they touch, very typical for lizards to get a lot of micro cuts on their lips. That's super normal. And when they're young and healthy, they can fight that off. But when they get old, it becomes a risk of infection. So I wash his mouth every night, and then I just drop on with a Q-tip a little bit of lipstick, basically, of the betadine. And that's just to, if he did get any cuts that I couldn't see, prevents mouth rot, prevents infection, which is really good. And those are the steps, guys, that you can do. So if you notice weight loss and everything comes out and you have a senior dragon, let's make the stuff higher calorie. Let's feed him more bugs. Let's keep him nice and clean. Let's supplement him if we need to. And, we're going to keep him as healthy as long as we can. Right, buddy? So what are we going to do now? You're not going to get on video. I'm going to clean his dookie he left over there. I'm going to give him his calorie food. And then we're going to put his lipstick on and he's going to go to bed. Take care, everybody.
Thank you guys for supporting my reptile rescue family.